again, it dovetails really nicely into the extension principle and to prone extension exercises. Okay? What I'm going to do with this technique is I'm going to identify the segment that I'm trying to promote motion in. So I might say to myself, you know what, I'm going to send Holly home doing extension. I think she needs extension. But there are a few segments here, this one in particular, that I really want to focus in on. The problem, if I send her home doing exercises, generally, is that she's probably going to be moving in the segments that are already relatively moving too much or moving more. So what this allows me to do is to create extension, but to target the forces. Now I can't uniquely target the forces, but I can enhance the amount of motion occurring in certain segments versus others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the area just distal to the pisiform. With these techniques, more than many of the others, what's going to be really critical is that I have Moog foam. Thank you. I've used towels in the past, and patients leave with big red marks on their back, right? So you can try it without it, and sometimes you can kind of gain a skin lock there, but this really helps to kind of lock on. So I don't have enough for everybody. We'll pass them around and play with this a little bit, but if you're slipping, that's the reason why it'll get better if you have the Moog foam. Okay? In order to make that contact, what I'm going to think about doing is I need a stabilizing force. So I'm going to basically put my hand under her abdomen, and I'm going to think about ultimately where I'm going to end up with Holly is right here. So I'm going to have this under her belly, and I'm holding on to her, and then with this on the segment that I want, distal pisiform is making contact either on spinous process, or sometimes I'll drift off to the transverse process on either side. Okay? And I'm basically locking on. Notice my force direction is kind of anterior superior. And how do you know that? Because of my forearm. So I'm not here, I'm not straight down, I'm kind of anterior and superior. So I'm kind of like this, and I'm pushing. And then essentially what I'm doing is I'm locking on, just like this, I'm locking on, and then I'm just holding as she comes up and she goes back down. So I'm moving along with her so that I'm always maintaining that direction of force. I'm moving along with her. So my feet are facing her, my feet are shoulder width apart, and I'm basically just shifting weight from one leg to the next, and I'm moving along with her. It's kind of easy because I'm not worried about pushing, I'm not worried about oscillating. I'm just holding, locked on, and I'm just going along for the ride. That's basically all it is. Okay? So I'm going to come underneath you here, like this. Now patients won't like that, right? But I'm not going to leave her here forever. It's going to be quick. I feel the spot that I want, so I'm on that spot right here. Bam, skin lock. See that there? Locked on. So I'm not like here, just kind of holding on, but I'm like, see right here? Watch this motion right here. I kind of go, boom, locked on. Right? So I'm locked, and now I'm going to have her do a press-up. So I've already taught her how to do that. Go ahead and push, and she's doing a press-up as I'm going along with her, and I'll go ahead and come back down. Now here's the thing, and you guys won't get the full feel for this, unfortunately, because all of you have motion like her. None of your patients will have motion like her. Okay? If they did, you probably wouldn't be doing this. So they'll come up, go ahead and come on up. They'll come up to about there. Right? And so you're mobilizing in this position. So once she comes up so far, your hand pushes off, and you're not going to get the feel of it. So you won't be like, oh, this is great at this point, because all your classmates have a lot of motion. So appreciate that. Just go ahead and come on back up. So I might have her right there, and then back down. And go ahead and come on up again, right there, and back down. So I can oscillate a little bit when she gets up there. A lot of times I'll just hold, and I'll maintain that. 3 to 5 seconds, back down. I might do 3 to 5 repetitions of that.